Hi guys, sorry I didn't make a video yesterday. I've had a terrible week, but we're back again. I'm doing a Frostgrave video. It's Saturday, unfortunately, but we're back again and we're talking about experience again. So it's a bit of a chatty one, so let's have a talk, shall we? Right then, so you'll remember a few weeks ago I did a bit of a commentary on an old blog post that Joe, the creator of Frostgrave, Joe McCollough, I think I pronounced that wrong. He actually commented on that video, which was fantastic. I think he said I got the pronunciation wrong. He didn't actually correct me, so I have no idea if I got that right. Anyway, I'm going to get right down to the points that he's raised. So I don't know whether he did this second post off the back of my video or whether I inspired more commentary from other people. I have no idea. But he's on a second blog post and he's had a little bit more of a thought on obviously experience in the last couple of weeks, and he's put up a few more thoughts. So I thought we'd take the opportunity just to have a little look at what he's come up with and a little bit of discussion around them. So he's raised 2 points in his blog post, and I'll take them one by one. So he's concentrating this time on the problem of something I discussed in the original video, which was gaining experience off the back of casting spells. Of course, the problem here is that you can basically choose a spell like Bone Dart or Elemental Bolt, an offensive spell that will gain you experience for casting the spell, killing your opponent's models. You can reduce the spell's difficulty so you can get it off every time eventually, and you can just spam them basically and get 10 experience every single turn, just spamming those spells over and over and over. So that's the problem. Now, he's suggested a couple of thoughts on mitigating them. The first one is experience based on casting number. Now, casting number, by that he means the number you need to get to cast them. So if you reduced it down to 5 to roll on the dice to get it off, you're only going to get 5 experience for that. If you need 15 to get it off, then you're going to get 15 experience. I'm not a huge fan of that one. The second one, which I'm going to get to in a moment, I'm a lot more in favour of. Main problems I see around that one is you're still going to get a lot of experience from it. Granted, not as much as before, because if you reduced it to 5, for example, you're still going to get a fair bit compared to what other people have done, which is you only get experience the first time you get a spell off, that sort of thing, which is one of the things he suggested in his other post that we discussed in the last video. So there's other issues I can see as well, like what do you do when you've had to empower the spell? Do you take that as a success? If you've got items that you've used to so is every success classed as a experience? I mean, you can take items which can allow you to get harder spells off. Are they classed as experience? It just gets a bit muddy, to be honest. And so it's an interesting one, but I don't like it. But let me know in the comments if you've got any thoughts on that one. It's a good point he's raised, but I'm not sure he's too set on that one himself. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts down in the comments. Second one, I can get behind a lot more, and that is experience based on failure. So the idea here is you would get experience for failing casting spells. It's an interesting one. It's not something we're familiar with in any games, to be honest, in any genre, but it's not unheard of. So the idea here is that whenever you fail a spell, you get experience, and there are some benefits to this in terms of gameplay and balance. If a player is constantly failing the spells that they're casting, they're going to catch up in experience. They might not be getting all the treasure off the board, but they're going to be getting experience. So in terms of that, they might be catching up with their opponents on experience, but maybe not on gold, for example, or treasure. It can also lead to no, sorry, I'm not sure where that train of thought was going. I should edit these, shouldn't I? The problem is it can feel wrong to reward failure. But I mean, there are some RPGs, for example, Apocalypse World, which is something I've played. It's been a while now, a couple of years ago, which is a very progressive and modern system that does reward failure, and that feels right. And I say, if you're going to reward failure in that way, why not sort of branch it out in a game amongst other parts of the game as well? So we've discussed the different parts of experience, and in the other video we didn't just limit it down to spell casting. We spoke about the killing of models. Well, if we branch it out in that way, why not give experience for losing models rather than killing models? So a wizard who loses soldiers and apprentices and whatnot will get different levels of experience for having models go down and go unconscious and that sort of thing. I think that would be a very interesting concept as well, and would have certain balancing effects also. Again, if you've got any thoughts on that, if you think I'm an idiot for suggesting that, let me know down in the comments. I'm very keen to hear. So I was just keen, really, to get that out there. Again, sorry this has gone out on the Saturday. I'm trying not to make this a very long video because I'm tired. Like I say, I had a hell of a week. But yeah, I just wanted to get a video out there, and this was gold, really. I was just really happy to see that Joe was revisiting the experience again, and yeah, just so happy to see that he's putting more of this awesomeness out there, really engaging with the community and just asking for people's feedback, and really just telling us what's on his mind. It's awesome to see what's going on in a game producer's mind. Right. I think that's all I wanted to cover, really. Those are the main points of the blog and my thoughts on each point of it as well. Let me know your thoughts, like I say, down in the comments. I think I've said that far too much, so I think I'll end it here. Thank you very much for watching. Catch up with me in between videos over here, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.